Hello guys, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand one of the important question from Leetcode into the contest question, that is 2294. And the question is saying that we have to do partitions of the array such that the maximum difference is k, right? If we'll take the maximum difference for what, I don't know. Let's continue understand, right? So the question is saying that you are given integer nums and there is another integer that is called k, but this nums is an array and this integer is just, this k is just an integer, right? Means a variable. So if you observe in the example 1, we have given nums in the form of array and k is just a variable. Okay, so you may partition these nums, means you have to partition this array, right, into one or more than one, right, like this. Or this is called nothing but subsequences. In study video I have already talked about the subsequences. So what is subsequences? So it is saying subsequence is a sequence that can be derived from another sequence by deleting some or no element without changing the order of remaining, right? In this sense, if we'll talk about this one, means if we want to create a sequence, right, another sequence, let's suppose I want to create the sequence of this one. So either I will say 3 6 1 2 5, this is an array, given array, right? And if I want to create a sequence, so this is also a sequence, because if I will not delete any element without deleting or changing element any order, right, we can say this is also a subsequence. If I'll remove this one, so this is become subsequence. If I'll remove this one, this will become sequence, right? So we can say that. Further, we can also do that if I will take this you can say sequence and will mark it what, let's suppose 3 1 and 5 I will take, right? So this will also become sequence because I'm not changing the order, right? Without changing the order, if you'll create the subsequence, right, this becomes subsequence, right? That we have already talked about tomorrow videos, right, in the study videos. And let's continue now. What, where is the position? Yes, here. So the partition in nums into one or more subsequence. So we will partition this array into one or more subsequence, right, such that each element in nums appears in exactly one of the subsequences, right? Understood? Means if we'll create the partitions from these nums and will create one or more subsequences, so in the subsequences, the element that we have in this what we call in the array, right, that should appear exactly one of the subsequences, exactly one, right? So we have to return the minimum number of subsequences which is required, means needed, such that the difference between the maximum and minimum values in each subsequence is at most k. Means if let's suppose I'll take you can say I'll take a subsequence from this array and we'll call it as a 3 1 and 2. We can say these subsequences. Another sequences we can take what, let's suppose another, the first we have taken 3 1 and 2, so next we can take what, 6 and 5. So as you observe, we are not changing the order, we are deleting some or not, but still we are not changing the order. 3 is coming before, like that we can take, right? Okay, so the order is preserved, you can say, right? We are not changing anything. We can delete or we cannot delete also. So if we'll take these two subsequences, right, and if we'll find the max, what is max? 3 is the max. What is mean? This is mean, right? So sorry, not this is mean, this is mean. Okay, so 3 minus 1 is what, 2, and if you see the k, value of k is 2. So the difference in the sequence should be is at most k, means minimum 2, it should be k. If we'll take 6 minus 5, it will become what, 1, right? So we can say we can partition the nums into two subsequences, right? If you see the example, it is saying we can partition the nums into two subsequences, like this we have talked, right? And so the difference between the maximum minimum value in the first sequence is 3 and 1, and so we can say since two subsequences were created, we return 2, right? So how many sequences there? This and these two sequences had. That is because 2 is the minimum number of subsequences needed, right? And so we are returning 2. Okay, so this is the same problem, almost little bit changes are there from the previous one that we have talked in the study videos, right? So let's continue to understand the code. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do, think. So let's suppose we have given an array, right? If we have given an array that is called nums, right? So what we should do, we should do first sorting, right? We'll sort this array. Once you will sort this array, then what will happen? You will get the you can say sorted value, right? You will get the sorted value. Once you will get the sorted value, then we'll take a count, right? So this count is nothing but your result, right? So this result will get incremented each time once you have the valid sequence. Once you have valid sequence, right, you will return, once you get all the subsequences, or you can say groups valid, you will keep incrementing plus plus and you will return it, right? But think how does it works, right? Let's suppose I'll take a array. This array is nothing but 1 3 4 9 10 and 13. So you will understand. Okay, so this is your array. What is this? This is your array nums, right? So let's suppose k we have given here is 2, right? This k is given 2. So we'll start from where? 0 1 2 3 4 5. Means I will start from where? 0 to 5, right? So when we'll start at 1, let's suppose I'm talking about this one, right? When we'll start from this 1, it means after the sorting, what will, because this is sorted array, right? So if we'll start this is start, what is this start, right? So just think what is this start and how we are going to do, right? So we are trying to do what? We are trying to create an group starting. We want to start a group here, right? So we are doing starting the group. How we are going to starting the group from here? See, when we go through the sorted array one by one from here, if we'll go keep moving ahead, right? For each group, we'll keep track of its first number. Let's start, let's call it as a start, right? So if start is at here, right, at this point, so now this group can be included any number that is within the range. So start plus k. So the group how will make the group will be in the range from start and start plus k, right? Means in the range, if we can say, if we start, will start from what? 1. Start, we are doing nums at 0. Nums at 0 is what? 1. So we'll start from 1, right? And then start plus 1. So 1 plus k is what? 3. 1 plus k is 3. You will get 3. So the very first group will become what? 1 3. Understand? Now same thing will keep continuing. Means the first step, we sort this array, right? Then we'll start grouping them, right? How we'll group them, that we'll talk further here, right? Then we'll keep adding until the rules break, right? Means as long as the current number fits inside this valid range, right? In this range, we'll keep adding it to the current group. Let's suppose this is fitting, right? And we'll say let's do plus plus, right? So we'll keep adding plus plus, right? It means but there is also a chance, like, but the moment we find a number, right, where nums minus start minus k, let's suppose I'm talking about this, right? So nums at I is what? Let's suppose we are talking about the 0, right? So we have 0, we have 1 here, and start is at what? Nums at, we are starting from 0, so start is at what? 1. So is it greater than 0? 2? No, right? So we'll discard it. We'll go for the next next item. What is at? We have 3. 3 minus 1, is it greater than 2? 2 is greater than 2? No, right? Then will come what? 4. 4 minus 1 is greater than 2? Yes. 3 is coming, right? So this time it will become greater than 2, right? Because 3 is greater than 2, right? Means the moment we find a number where nums at minus start, right, means nums minus start is greater than key, right? It means it can't be a part of the current group, right? So we'll say the first group will take as a 1 and 3, right? And so we'll start a new group from where? From here. 4, from 4 we'll start a new group. Okay, so the first group will start from here to here, 1 to 3. Then the next group will start, right? Understand? Means first of all what we will do, we'll sort the array, right? Then what we will do, we'll start the group. To start the group we have to start from nums at 0, and we go through the sorted array. We'll go through the sorted array one by one. For each group we'll keep track of its first number and we'll say as a start, right? So now this group can include any number within this range, right? Start and start plus k, right? You can say, and then we'll keep adding until the rules break. Means as long as the current item fits, right? We'll keep adding it to the current group. Result plus plus will do. If not, means if 3 is greater than 2, right, we'll say start a new group, right? And so start will get added. Start will nums at I will start from here. So the start will move from here to here, from 1 to 4. Understand? Let's go and understand again. So in the very first step we have taken the sorry, I have removed everything. So very first step, let me go back. Okay, so in the very first step we have created the first group. Now the start is at where? Give me 1 second. Now start is at 4, right? Now start is at 4. So when the start is at 4, the 4 plus 2 is what? The next group will become what? The range 4 plus 2 is 6. So the next range is 4 to 6, right? So if you see from 4 to 6, no more element fits inside, right? And so we'll move to the next. It will move to the next, right? Means the start will move from here to here, right? So now start is at 9, right? See, when the next was 4, right? When the next was 4, that is outside the range. So 4 minus 1 we have done what? Is 3. We have already checked, right? And so it was moving. So we have started the group at what? 4, right? And so the next group we have started what? 4 to 6. And so there is no more element. So now we are going to start what? At 9, right? We start a new group at group 9. So the next range will start what? We can say 9, and 9 plus 2 is 11, right? 11. So we also include here 10, right? As you can see. So in this range 9 and 9 to 9, 10 and 11 is there, right, in this group. And so we have included that. That is fine. No need to explain much. Next, if you'll talk about, we reach to here at 13. So we'll start the final group at 13, right? And so we end it, right? So next is at 13. Okay, so if you observe how many groups we have created, we have created 1, 3, then we have created 4, then we have created 9, 10, and then we have created 13. So these are the groups we have created and all are valid, right? But you have to understand this is the least number of possible groups we have here. Okay, I hope you understand. If you have any doubt in this video, let me know in the comment section that you have understood the problem, and if you have any doubt, please ping me in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video. and bye, see you tomorrow.